Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today, and let's talk about Star Wars. It's been a good couple of weeks since we've done so, and that's thanks to Battlefront 2 in my personal opinion and how it's faded out of relevancy, so I've shifted my attention towards other games. But now we're back and talking about a Star Wars open world project that's going to be developed by EA Vancouver. This is the company that took over the title that Visceral Games was developing before it got closed down and had a drastic overhaul in development. So once I saw this, obviously there was a little bit of excitement because I've always wanted a Star Wars open world game, and I could see across the internet a lot of people were excited, but I quickly gathered my feelings and started really thinking about it, and I'm here to talk about basically why I am not sold on this entirely. Now, I do not deny when I see this game for the first time I probably will freak out a little bit, but for now I want to rationally discuss EA, Star Wars, and their future. I'm not going to rehash my feelings about Battlefront 2 and how I found it a disappointment in the terms of how EA handled it, because for the most part I was ready to support Battlefront 2. I really did enjoy the product itself. It was more so the balance and the company decisions behind it that made me turn my back on the game and move on to other things. It was also the lack of post-launch support, where we got Heroes instantly 1 month later, and now it's been a good couple of months and we still haven't seen anything yet aside from an updated progression system. Now, in this job listing, we can see that you are to lead a team to deliver online features for a Star Wars open world project. And obviously, the second I saw online features, I thought of one thing: microtransactions. It's going to be there in some way, shape, or form. I have no doubt of that. And we can't really say for sure that EA has learned their full lesson with Battlefront 2 until we see their next Star Wars game. The reason, though, that I'm not so gung-ho on a Star Wars open world project from EA at this point in time is because when I look at it this way, they had a single-player, linear narrative title. They had something different in the works, as we don't have many of those today. Not that they're not in complete existence, but they definitely are less frequent, and what we see more often now are these large open worlds. I talked about this actually in a video with the RPG mechanics, where we're seeing progression systems being tossed in every game left and right. And so the playing field is starting to even out, and part of this is due to market research, right? We see what players enjoy, what can be a good selling point, and a lot of players love the idea of progression systems. Same thing goes for open worlds. A lot of players love the idea of it. It sells more, so it's Star Wars, it's open world. And to me, it's clear that's why EA overhauled this single player linear game and shifted their attention towards a open world project with online features. It always boils down to money, which makes sense as a company, yes, but I also feel like there's got to be this type of vision in art that you believe in, and maybe this is really what they feel is right, but I can't help with the way things went with Visceral Games, and then you see that now it's an open world project and it's going to have online features. It's just very fishy to me. But EA can be a tough company to predict. I don't think many people would believe me if I told a lot of folks out there that A Way Out, a game by Hazelight Studios, the ones who brought us Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, would come with a free key for any friend you want to play online with and was at a good price. It's a very consumer-friendly title and I highly recommend it. But it's also incredibly shocking that it's coming from EA. So we'll see in due time with this game. It'll be a good couple of years before we hear or see anything on it. But yes, that is just my pessimism on the project at this point in time. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments down below, so fire away, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.